What's going on YouTube? Ninja Twan here. Today we're playing Abathur, killing people from the healing pad. Welcome to the dojo. Let's get to work. Okay, first off in this champion I want to talk about my impressions. Abathur is really cool. Heroes of the Storm, they have some of the coolest concepts when it comes to creating heroes, or if you want to call them champions. Abathur has some really unique abilities in where you personally don't sit in the middle of the fight. You don't go anywhere near where anybody is. You hide somewhere and you use your abilities from afar. Just to kind of go over some of his abilities, I'm not going to go through talents or anything because I'm still kind of learning him and I don't want to steer anybody the wrong way. His first ability, which really caught me by surprise because I noticed that he didn't have a mount. He moves at kind of a slow pace on his own, and if you get chased, you're pretty much out of luck. But his ability is called Deep Tunnel. What Deep Tunnel does is he quickly tunnels to a target visible location. So if you have friendlies in an area and you need to escape or you need to get to them quickly, as long as that area has some sort of visibility, you can get to it. I mean, you can even teleport, pretty much is what it is, into a bush and then hide there and then quickly latch onto one of your allies and assist them from afar. Really great for assisting in team battles, escaping, and positioning yourself to siege on enemy lanes. His first actual ability is his Q. It's called Symbiote. It assists a target allied unit or structure, allowing Abathur to shield them and use new abilities from the host. It lasts for 45 seconds, cannot be used on self, it cannot be used on grave golems, palace, or summon units. The cool thing about Symbiote is it actually can be used on friendly towers, turrets, and structures. So you can actually latch onto one of your structures and shield it when they're being sieged by an enemy, or your turrets. That way you can, one, shoot your abilities from that and deal damage, and two, shield it to keep it from going down very quickly so your team can get there in time to save it. The next one is Toxic Nest. This is your W. It spawns a mine-like nest at a location that becomes active after a short time. It deals 280 damage, 52 plus 12 per level, to enemies that contact it, and it reveals the enemy for 4 seconds. Nests last for 90 seconds. The cool thing about nests is if that one of the enemies steps on it and it reveals them, you get a little bit of vision, so you can actually kind of teleport directly to them, which really isn't the best idea because you'll just get smashed, but I mean, that option is always there. Abathur does not have a third utility ability on his main set. So if you're not using Symbiote on somebody, you only have your Q, W, and your R. His R, which is his ultimate evolution, Abathur creates a copy of a target ally hero or target ally hero and takes control of it. The evolution's attributes are based on Abathur's current level and talents, lasts for 45 seconds, cannot be used on self. Pretty much, if you take any talents that are relevant to the hero that you use ultimate evolution on, they'll still stack. So keep that in mind, that if you go to select a hero to use ultimate evolution on, that when you cast it, some of your abilities actually can increase the strength of that evolution. There's also his other ability, which he actually creates a spawn, which is like essentially a boss mob, and that boss mob can walk down through lanes and push down turrets and stuff mindlessly, or you can take it over using Symbiote. This is the only boss type monster you can control, and this one you can control completely, meaning where you click it goes, when you target it damages, and you can also use your normal abilities that I'm going to describe here in a second using that mob as an anchor. So the next ability you have is called Stab. Once you use Symbiote on someone, Stab becomes available. Stab shoots a spike towards a target area that deals 50 damage to the first enemy it contacts. The next ability, you get a Spike Burst. It's an AoE that deals 32 damage to enemies near the ally Abathur is assisting. And then the very last one is Carapace Shields. It shields the assisted ally for 160 and it lasts for 8 seconds. And these are also modified by talents, of course. These are just some of the abilities that Abathur brings to the table, and I really thought it was interesting to play. Every few seconds, Abathur in his passive, he actually creates a mob that comes off of his body, essentially just like another mob that runs down whichever lane you're nearest, and it continues to create these as the game goes on. So what I was doing was I would hide in a bush in bottom lane or whatever lane I was assisting for the game, and those minions would continue to keep walking down lane and hurting structures and stopping minions from progressing. It was really, really cool. Eventually I learned that I could do that directly from the launch pad, from the healing area. You could just sit there from the beginning of the game, assist your allies, and never leave. You literally just never die. This particular game I went 21-0 because nobody could find me. It's excellent. It's literally the coolest concept character I've played in MOBA thus far. A couple things I want to talk about, guys. My stream schedule is going to be changing as of next week. I fixed my RAM issue, the memory leak, as people are calling it, and I'm actually going to be increasing my RAM this weekend, so we'll be good to go with the stream next week. So look on stream, twitch.tv/IG NinjaTwan. That way we can get the schedule. You guys can all come check me out, give me some tips, help me out, watch me own people and all that stuff. Me and my friends, we stream all the time. I'm trying to stream at least 4 to 5 times a week. We'll figure that out as the weekend goes, and I see who's showing up and at what time. Unfortunately, I had a lot of traffic on the way home, so where I was streaming at 8 to midnight, it might be a little bit later depending on how things go. So we'll see how everything works out, but I'll be online, I promise. That's another thing. There's a game coming out. It's called Flock. It's on the Humble Bundle right now, and if you pre-order the game, it's $16.99. You actually get a secondary code for free to give to a friend. We're looking at getting into this game as a horror game. You have a team of 4 people, and what happens is all 4 of you have to hunt down the light source. If you get the light source, then the person that gets it has to turn on his friends, and then the rest of the flock have to hunt him down and kill him to get the light, and so on and so forth. This game actually only holds a population of 223 million people. I believe a death indicates that one of those population have died. There's been very few details, to be fair. Once the whole entire population has died from the game ends. It is over. You can't play it anymore. This is a really crazy concept, but I'm really digging the premise. And if you want to check that out, the name of the game is Flock, and it can only be purchased on Humble Bundle for PC, and then the code goes into Steam. I did want to let you guys know that I did end up getting Alien Isolation for Horror Game Night. We got to pick a day to do that because I'm so stoked to get my Scream on. I'm not really a wuss, but when you're playing a game and you're in it to win it, that shit gets you. So look out for that, guys. And I'm just going to be trying to put out videos as often as possible. I'm going to try to get these out 2 to 3 videos a week, with updates, gameplay, a little bit of, what I like and what I don't like about Heroes, and, maybe some other stuff. So if you guys like it, like I said before, like the video. If you don't like it, dislike it, but please leave me some feedback so that way I can make these videos better. I really appreciate your time, guys. Enjoy the rest of the game, and I hope you guys come see me in the next one. Talk to you later. Peace.